All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right. Welcome back to the other live stream, bringing you the latest in Chelsea news. We've got some blockbuster news lined up for you guys. It's going to be interesting like every other time. I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say about all of this stuff as we are slowly building up to the Everton game, which will be tomorrow. Not today, tomorrow. Today we get to watch all the other teams and be stress-free and not have to worry about many things. I'm sure tomorrow there will be plenty of pain ready for us tomorrow. 100%. There'll be plenty of pain ready for us. So for today, we will enjoy all the other football matches. I think there's actually a pretty good blockbuster match that's lined up tonight, UK time, obviously. Aston Villa versus Arsenal. I think that's going to be a fantastic game, to be honest. So I'm going to indulge in watching that. Hopefully Aston Villa wins. Come on, Unai Emery. Come on, Aston Villa. Big up to each and every one of you guys that has joined in so far. Smash the like button. There is a storm that is happening behind me. I can just hear absolutely everything getting ripped apart. I can hear the trees. I can hear the wind. It's absolutely wild at the moment. It's probably going to be a storm tomorrow between Everton versus Chelsea. Big up to Yaya Toure, Joshua, Mohados, Shubra. Tomorrow expected Elmis. We are back. We are back, Shubra. We are back with the expected L's. I'm not even going to lie. I'm going to say it in my preview that it's probably an L. ILTG, appreciate you always working, bro. Appreciate that as well, my man. Thank you so much for that comment. Dexter, big up to you. Milo K, another weekend waiting to be ruined. Milo K, live stream. Yes, this is live stream, brother. This is 100% live stream. Brooke, what's up, Miz? The deal with Nkunku, he has been training with the team since, I don't know, a long time, but he is still not ready. I don't get it. Yeah, so we're going to talk about all of this. We're going to talk about Nkunku. We're going to talk about Madueke, some breaking news in regards to Madueke, well, latest news in regards to Madueke that he's potentially looking to leave Chelsea Football Club. I fully understand it. I get it. He doesn't play for us, so why stick around? Big up to Joshua. Big up to In Life No Limits, Serves, Mario Valence, Skills. Good to see each and every one of you guys in the building. Mario Valen is saying Nkunku is a myth. He's an enigma. He's a legend. Is he even real? Is he even he? Is he a mystic beast? A ghost, some will say. We don't know, but he'll arrive soon. Some journalists would say, yeah, man, absolutely. It is quite crazy in regards to Nkunku. Matisse is in the house. My brother is in the house. This Nkunku briefings BS need to stop. I just assume he's not ready till January. Hey, do you know what? I said it on this channel. Ever since he got injured, I said that from the get-go, the word was that he's going to be back around January. So, all of this. And do you know who's the biggest culprit? It's Fabrizio, And I never believed that Fabrizio was getting briefed by Chelsea, or he was, under the Chelsea wage scheme. I always thought Fabrizio was an independent person and he did his own, news and whatnot. Congrats on 30K, bro. Really, really appreciate that, my man, Matisse. My brother, honestly, we've known each other for so long. I appreciate all the help that you've provided me. I appreciate the platform you give me with All You Can Eat Chelsea. So thank you so much. And thank you to each and every one of you guys that has always supported. But yeah, coming back to the Nkunku situation, Fabrizio Romano is the biggest culprit. He's the one who's been driving all this news about Nkunku. Nkunku possibly might be ready for the Newcastle game. He might be in the bench. Well, not there. Nkunku definitely will be in the Brighton game. He might be in the bench. Well, not there. He might be in the Man United game, not there. And this Everton game, 100%, he is not going to be in the squad. So look, I'm not upset that Nkunku is not around, because I said to myself that he's potentially going to be coming back around January, right? Yeah, now I agree with this. Fab is getting briefed. I think Fab is getting briefed. I'm just upset. So I'm not upset that Nkunku is not around. I'm just upset that why are these journalists using Nkunku's name to sell their articles, get a lot of clicks, a whole heap of views on their YouTube channel, this, that, the other. And I don't know, Fabrizio, like Chelsea briefing him, every time we seem to lose, there is always a talk about Nkunku. Once Nkunku comes back, Chelsea will win everything. Chelsea will win everything as soon as Nkunku comes back. Our biggest problem is the fact that Nkunku is not in the team. His injury is the biggest issue, apparently, in the journalistic world in regards to us not performing well. So this is what they're trying to sell. Milo K, yes, Fabrizio is in bed with Chelsea. His posts now have shown that he is. Yeah, I mean, he keeps talking about this Nkunku situation all the time. So, and he's the one who consistently keeps saying that Chelsea are not worried. Chelsea are still waiting for Nkunku, and they believe that as soon as Nkunku comes back, results will change. Like, he's the one who's beating this particular drum. He's the one who's doing that. So, look, let's start from the Nkunku situation. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, he is not ready for the Everton game. And look, that's fine. This Everton game is going to be very, very difficult. It's going to be very physical. It's going to be very pacey. Everton are no joke, man. Like, a lot of you guys probably would have seen Everton against Newcastle. It's going to be tough. I'll be honest with you. From what I've seen of Chelsea in like the last few matches, I'm not one bit confident. I am not one bit confident. So look, the fact that how physical it's going to be, the fact that how fast-paced it's going to be, it's probably best that Nkunku is not featuring in this match. We'll move on to the one after that. I think it's Sheffield United. Let's see if Nkunku features against Sheffield United. But this might be a blessing in disguise that Nkunku is not there. I reckon if Nkunku features, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, if he was to feature 10, 15 minutes against Everton, he probably gets himself injured again. Because, they're a very, very physical side. But they're not ruthless. Like, they're not, sorry, not ruthless is not the right word. They're not reckless. They're not like Chelsea, like just willy-nilly, just, going out there and just tackling with no direction. Everton, they are not only they're very physical, but they're on point. They're absolutely on point. Sean Dyche has got them drilled perfectly. So, I'm glad Nkunku is not featuring. Shubra, good to see you, my man. Nkunku won't make any difference. Main cog of Poch's machine is Gallagher. This is another topic that's getting floated around. A lot of people are saying Gallagher is the most important player at Chelsea Football Club. When Gallagher's not around, we don't do well. This is where we are at the moment. Look, as I've always maintained and as I've always said, I think Gallagher has definitely improved. There is no two ways about that. I think Gallagher is a very, very important player for Pochettino. But, to say that he's the most important player in this entire squad, I think that's, if that is true, then that is a sorry state of events for Chelsea Football Club after spending £1 billion to bring in all of these superstars, and Conor Gallagher is still your number one player. That is somewhat shameful, I believe. But Conor Gallagher is a very, very important cog for Mauricio Pochettino, 100%. Let's see what else you guys are saying. I've already said Mudryk is mid. No finishing, no nothing. All these players are mid at best. Means I have down my standards for this awful team. All right, let's talk a little bit about Mudryk now. We've talked about Nkunku. Let me share this particular news. Harry Redknapp, Chelsea have recruited badly this year. They've wasted money on average players. 90 million on Mykhailo Mudryk. It's crazy money they have spent, and they are nowhere near a team. I mean, do you know what? I can't even lie. Like, I think Harry Redknapp has some point here. 9 million on Mykhailo Mudryk. Now, I don't think it's 90 straight up. It's 90 with add-ons. I think the real figure is about 60 million. But even then, I mean, live chat, you let me know how you feel about Mudryk now. This is my honest opinion about Mudryk. I think Mudryk has some raw talent. Like, he's got some genuinely good raw talent. But how long is it going to take for us to bring this raw talent into fruition? Like, how long will it take us? It seems like it's going to be a lot of hard work. It seems like it's going to take Mauricio Pochettino a lot of effort. Every time I see Mykhailo Mudryk play or start for Chelsea Football Club, especially start, he can't seem to put an entire package together. He has, like, almost, I'd say, 75% of his game time whenever he starts. It does not look good. And the other 25%, he just bursts into the scenes. All of a sudden, like, he'll have an absolutely criminal game, and then out of nowhere, he'll burst into gears. He'll produce an assist. He'll get a crazy goal or something like that. But I feel like overall, that's just, can we harbor a player that is 75% of the time just not doing much at all? How long do we have to wait till this player kicks into gear? And Mudryk, how old is Mudryk? Mudryk's not that young, you know. Mudryk age. Mykhailo Mudryk is 22. He's 22. He will be 23 in January. So 23 in January. He's not a kid. I wouldn't classify him as a kid anymore. So there has to be a time where he comes good. Like, he's now been at the club for nearly 12 months. Valan, thanks so much for the super chat. Mudryk is like Martinelli. The difference was the price tag. When Martinelli joined, he had poor footballing IQ. Mudryk been poor, but he needs to develop. Yeah. I guess, how much patience do we have? And maybe we need to have a lot of patience. You're right, Martinelli. Obviously, now he's starting to look really good. Now his footballing IQ has gone to the next level. Do we believe this is what's going to happen with Mudryk as well? Do we believe that is exactly what's going to happen? Right now, he's raw. He is so raw. There's some good talent in him, but he's so raw and needs a lot of work. Surajit, Poch has failed us big time. No young players has flourished in the actual sense while building our system around Gallagher. That tells you a lot about Poch's thought process. Yeah, man. Mudryk plays like he's 15. Yeah, it's not too much intelligence that's gone on. It's just raw talent. Haj, big up to you, my man. Everyone talks about Poch not being able to sustain attacks. I hear that, but when you have wingers like Sterling and Mudryk who have poor ball retention, what are you really meant to do? Yeah, true. Absolutely true. I mean, we want to play We want to play possession-based football and hang on to the ball as much as we can, but we can't pass. All our passes are, most of our passes are mistimed, misplaced. Yeah, I mean, how you have to be so comfortable with the ball. You have to be so comfortable with your movement. You have to be so, the chemistry has to be impeccable, and that's just not the case. That's just not the case. All right, let's see a few more comments in regards to Mudryk, and then we'll move on to Madueke. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you guys know, I've just started the membership on this particular channel. This is purely for the basis where a lot of fans wanted to call in and have their opinions. And I want to make sure that this channel provides that platform. I honestly, I don't see too many channels out there that absolutely, like, especially Chelsea channels. There may be other channels, but especially Chelsea channels, Chelsea content creators. I don't see too many people bringing in the fans on the channel to voice their opinion. So we've listened to you guys. We are going to do that, but it's going to be through membership, because obviously we're going to produce extra shows for members to call in. So yeah, join, ladies and gentlemen, and enjoy all the perks that's there. But the biggest perk is that whenever we have the member calling shows, and we're going to have plenty of member calling shows, especially on match days, post-match days, the day after, we're going to have plenty of calling shows. So make sure you guys join and become a member, and have your opinion. Like, if you're keen to share your opinion on a regular basis on a platform, we've now got 30,000 subscribers, and you want to make sure that your opinions are always heard and it's always there. Make sure you become a member, and we will have those member call-in shows. All right. Jack Minion, Mudryk looked good under De Zerbi. Many of these players looked good under other managers. Surely it's Poch's fault for not getting better from the players. Yeah, look, I've said it. There is a large portion of fault obviously going towards the sporting directors and the owners. There's no doubt about that. I think the owners really they control the sporting director. Like, sporting directors are like puppets to them. They're not really running the show on their own. They're listening to the directive from the owner. So really, we're just talking about the owners, right? Owners definitely take a large portion of the blame, but we shouldn't shy away from the fact that Pochettino is also culpable, is also a pretty big culprit in all of this. He definitely needs to be doing better. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk a little bit about Madueke. We'll show up the news very, very soon. Meanwhile, Haj is sharing a particular news. Check this out. From Haj. Haj, thank you for sharing that, my man. Big chances missed in the Premier League this season. Top 10. Chelsea, 32. Liverpool, 30. Brentford, 30. Aston Villa, 29. Newcastle, 27. Everton, 27. Man City, 26. Man United, 25. Tottenham, 21. West Ham, 21. Conversion is our biggest issue, not possession. Now, what I want to say is that big chances missed by Chelsea, 32. Liverpool, 30. Now, Liverpool, even though they've missed 30 big chances, they've also scored a lot of goals, which means they create a lot more. That's what it essentially means, right? Liverpool have missed 30 chances, but they also score a lot of goals, which means in totalitarian sort of situation, they create a lot more. We have missed 32, but it's not like we score abundance of goals. Like, I know in recent times we've scored a few, but overall, it's not like we score a lot. So that could be a bit misleading, how you read that stat. You've got to be very careful. If Chelsea missed 32 big chances, but they created a lot and scored a lot, you could say, okay, whatever. But this stat is sticking out is because we haven't scored We haven't scored big. So, or you could also look at it that this is normal. Generally, teams miss this level of chances anyway. So, Liverpool are missing 30 anyway. Chelsea 32. Like, teams will miss. I think this is what the stats trying to show. So, yeah, I'm not. Look, an elite striker can come in, and maybe we can reduce it down to, I don't know, where Man City is or where Tottenham is, 21. But yeah, from my understanding, this stat, it's a little bit misleading, man. It's a little bit misleading. All right, let's have a look at the next particular news. Noni Madueke is looking for a move away from Chelsea, having played only 119 minutes of football under Mauricio Pochettino. So, Noni Madueke, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, my honest opinion, has a lot of work to do. Noni Madueke has a lot of work to do. He's a good player. 1v1, he's got the ability to take the players on and beat them. But there's so much in Noni Madueke's game. Like, he needs to be able to cut in. Noni Madueke loves to just take the ball to the byline, and then he doesn't have a right foot. Noni Madueke has to be able to cut back in and whip in shots with his left foot. He's got to be able to curl it with his left. He has to have that ability. If he doesn't have that ability, then there's no point. There's absolutely no point. As a right-sided winger with a left foot, predominant foot being his left foot, you have to have the ability to cut in and whip in shots. And if you don't have that, not just shots, you got to be able to find the assists as well. I remember Angelo Gabriel, when he was playing for us in the preseason, Angelo Gabriel from that right side was cutting in and finding some lovely passes. He was finding runners because Angelo Gabriel opens up his body, and then he flicks those passes, and the runners go in the half spaces. So Angelo Gabriel just flicks those passes in between the lines, and the runners can go in. Madueke doesn't have that quality. Madueke, unfortunately, does not have that quality. So I need Madueke. Madueke, like, I see a lot of the fans sometimes, moaning about Madueke. Oh, yeah, what has Madueke done not to get any minutes? What has he done? My question is, exactly, what has he done? What has he done to get minutes? People feeling sorry. What has he done not to get minutes? Every time this season, whenever he got the little bits and pieces of minutes, and don't forget, he's been injured as well. So, look, yeah, I would have liked to have seen Madueke get a bit more opportunities, but I understand. Like, there's Cole Palmer. Now, look, now there's going to be Nkunku back very, very soon. There's Cole Palmer. There's Raheem Sterling. There's Mudryk. Madueke is getting lower and lower in the pecking order. And I know a lot of you guys can say, well, Sterling's been pants. He should be playing ahead of Sterling. Sure. But we all know why Sterling gets selected. It's because of the experience. It's simply because of this. Well, one of the things is because of the experience. Obviously, he's got quality whenever he can show that. Kani Chukwuemeka as well. Yes, Kani Chukwuemeka is another one. So Madueke is in the pecking order is very low. Is very, very low. So I'm not surprised he wants to leave. I'm absolutely not surprised. Absolutely not surprised. So yeah, for all I care, it's not like Noni Madueke is making a big difference for our team. You know, if you've not really seen someone play for you, you can't be upset if they're leaving. Like, unless you know that this player is a superstar, needs to play for us. But he's not. Last season, we all got excited about Noni Madueke because the rest of the team was so poor. Whatever he did, just raised the bar a little bit from where it was. The bar was literally on the ground. They just raised it a little bit and we all got excited. Constantine, we have been conditioned that fees like 20 to 30 million mean nothing anymore. 30 million on Flop, Noni, 20 million on Washington, 20 million on Leslie, 20 million on Cassidy, almost 100 million right there wasted. Yeah, and this new Brazilian wonder kid that we are supposedly going after, I don't know whether it's true or not, but it may be, because that's how our owners roll. Even this new Brazilian super kid is wonder kid is worth around 40 million euros. Some of this money is it's quite mad. It's quite mad. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know if you guys are going to be upset if Noni Madueke was to leave Chelsea Football Club. Let me know. Let me know if you guys are going to be upset. Tariq, I'm not going to moan anymore about any player leaving, all of them not showing me that really want to play for Chelsea. There you go. There you go. Tariq has said his words. DK, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. How are you and your family, Miz? God bless you always. Thank you so much, my man. Appreciate that a lot. Yep. 100%. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Shubra, hot take. Noni needs consistent game time, and if we give him that, he would start for us in long term. Okay. Someone believes in Noni Madueke. Shubra definitely believes in Noni Madueke. So, who would you start him for? Shubra, let me know. Who would you start Noni Madueke for? Who's getting dropped from the team? Hudge, finally, a lack of height was highlighted yesterday. Teams like Man City and Arsenal have signed tall players everywhere. It's clear issue in the midfield. Even Pep and Arteta, Tiki merchants value it. Yeah, I mean, this is why I think Levi Colwell will continue being a left back. This is why I think Levi Colwell will continue being a left back. Faisal, good to see you, my man. Miz, honestly, do you think Mudryk or Noni are better than someone like Hudson-Odoi? Look, Hudson-Odoi is a disaster. Like, I don't even think Hudson-Odoi starts for Nottingham Forest anymore. I don't know whether he's injured or not. Maybe he's injured. But Hudson-Odoi, look, when he first burst in the scene, Hudson-Odoi was the real deal. Like, he was. Obviously, the injury absolutely killed him. But even after the injury, Hudson-Odoi just didn't apply himself. Yeah, we've seen a lot of players. They were superstars. They had the injury, but then they came back strong. Hudson-Odoi just, I guess, mentally could not do it anymore. And right now, Hudson-Odoi, he looks like a washed player. Mudryk or Noni better than someone like are they better than someone like Hudson-Odoi? No, when Hudson-Odoi bursts into scene, no. Right now, yeah, they are. Right now, they are. Not when they burst into the scene. I generally think Cho was better, and even he wasn't good enough. We wasted over 100 million on these flop wingers. That I could probably agree with. Look, I still believe in Mudryk to a certain degree. I'm just not sure how long I have to wait for this. Noni Madueke, for me, yeah, I feel like it's a bit of a hit and miss with Noni Madueke. It could potentially be like that for Mudryk as well. So it is money wasted. We could have done better with spending that money on experienced players. Yeah, on experienced players. Okay, let's see what else you guys are saying. Nomi's, they ain't better than Odoi. Yeah, right now they're not. When Odoi first burst in, right now they are. Like, right now, I don't think Callum Hudson-Odoi is a good player at all. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Yeah. We haven't given Noni enough game time. Does he deserve the game time as well? Does he who does he come in for? And if he, we have to ask the question, why hasn't he been given the game time? Why hasn't he been given the game time? Is he not training well? Maybe Poch doesn't even like this guy. Because if Poch liked him, he would have given him some game time. Why hasn't he been getting any game time? That's another question. Gaurav, Ms., I am fed up of this process and long-term approach. Chelsea DNA was how can we fix things and win league, not long-term plan project. Lamps came, he had Zola, who can these players look at? Yeah, it's very difficult. We don't have too many role models. I mean, we've got Silva. Thiago Silva is a huge role model, but even Thiago Silva now at his older age, obviously he's gonna falter a little bit. He's not going to be flawless. But I think for me, the only role model at the moment is Thiago Silva. I'm not really certain if anyone else are truly a role model. Mykhailo plays show. The problem of Mudryk is its price. If he was purchased for his real price, 20 to 30 million, then the perception of his progress would be different. Now, of course. People would be a tad bit patient with Mudryk if his price was 20 to 30 million. But Mykhailo, that's how life works, right? If you're paying premium amount of money for a certain player, which in this case is Mudryk, you have to expect the outcome of that purchase to be quicker. You're paying more. If we paid 20 to 30 million, I think most of us would be okay to be patient. That's just the concept of life, right? If you go out shopping and you pay top dollars to buy a particular product, you expect that product to come good for you right away. If you buy something for cheap money, all right, okay, whatever. We'll wait. It's just the nature of life. I don't think it's anything outrageous. Marcus would have used that Mudryk money on João Felix, honestly. João Felix wanted to stick around at Chelsea Football Club. I think João Felix, he got a bad review from Frank Lampard. I think so. I mean, or maybe Pochettino didn't fancy him. Obviously, we had Nkunku. And then we saw what happened to Nkunku. Adrian, that Ryan Cherky kid that our fan base were violently shaking their bum for is now available for 10 million euros in January. These players are all overpriced and the potential value ain't worth it. Yeah, there you go. Ryan Cherky was getting priced by Lyon for 60 million euros and 70 million euros. Now, all of a sudden, he's 10 million euros. Everyone was twerking for Ryan Cherky. Let me give you guys some very, very good examples. Before this season started, no one talked anything about Basuma. I was the only one who said, now Basuma, I know what Basuma I saw in Brighton. And now everyone's on board with Basuma. Yeah? There are other players as well. There are other players that people got very excited about. Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon was one where people didn't respect Anthony Gordon one bit. Like I definitely saw his talent at Everton, but I just thought move to Chelsea might be a bit too sudden. But now look, everyone's on board with Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon's a very, very good player for Newcastle. And there's so many examples like that, man. So many examples where certain players we didn't think too much about. Pau Torres, for example. Pau Torres for Aston Villa. Pau Torres, a couple of seasons ago, Chelsea fans were going mad about him. And then all of a sudden, no one really thought about him. And now look at Pau Torres in Aston Villa. I'm pretty sure people would take Pau Torres. Not that we need any CBs, but Pau Torres was always a very, very good defender. Always a very, very good defender. All right, we're going to slowly wrap things up, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, make sure you guys become members of the channel. If you want to participate in the members call in, we have set that up. So as soon as we get quite a handful of members that has joined, then we can start doing the members shows where you guys can call in and participate and truly be part of this channel and have your voices heard in the community. So we're going to try and have as many members calling shows as possible, especially on match days and also the day after the match day. Whether we win, whether we lose, it will be interesting to hear you guys all out. All right, last comment and we'll wrap things up. Smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button. If you're here for the first time as well, subscribe. Kevin K, it's been almost 1 year since we signed Enzo, Noni, and Mudryk. If this project is a super youth team for everyone to develop equally, all of these players have shown zero growth in 1 year. That's true. That is true. Enzo's not really grown. Enzo's where he is. Noni Madueke probably went backwards. Mudryk has not grown either. Mudryk has probably just stayed at his level. So it's true. Yeah, it's true. The Flash is saying we have to take membership for Miz to take our comment, man. No. The membership is the biggest perk in the membership is to be able to call in, not for the comments. Comments, you're making comments. That is not. It's a lot of the fans of the channel said that they want to call in, they want to be able to talk, and one of the ways that I'm able to do that is by having special shows just for members, and we can do that through membership because I want serious fans to come in and have conversations, cameras on as well. I don't want no sort of dilly-dallying around. So yeah, comment away. There's no problems about comments. All right, ladies and gentlemen, take care, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.